What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I am your host Crash, and we are taking a look at Dialga VStar because it is just a fun Pokemon to play. Because how often do you get to take an extra turn in Pokemon? Well, every time Dialga is printed pretty much, but you know, you don't get to do it that often. It's not that big of a strategy in Pokemon, and I do like taking extra turns, so why not see this deck in action? It did win a tournament when Scarlet Invited first came out, but since then it hasn't done really well because, well, it is finicky, not that consistent, but when it goes, it goes. When you get to take an extra turn, you basically usually win. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. But first, we need to get into the Pokemon question of the day. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Pokemon question of the day. I got a little bit ahead, so I have some pre-written questions down. So I will be able to do this a little bit more consistently, which is awesome. I'm glad to bring this segment back. I missed it. I loved reading your guys' answers and having some participation from y'all to win some free codes. We are going to be giving codes. No more packs or Pokemon cards because we can't trade in TCG Live. So, oh well. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get right into it. If we had done questions in the past and I forgot to give you your prizes from the last time, I'm sorry. It's just been tough to keep track. So we're just going to reset here. I hope that doesn't upset anybody. But let's get into this video's question. Which Pokemon has a sword as its fangs? Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below. And remember, anybody who gets this right will receive a point, and the first person to get to 3 points will win the first place prize, and then the next person to get to 3 points will win the second place prize in the event of a tie that you both are just answering the questions correctly all 3 weeks in a row or 3 videos in a row. And there's a tie. It'll be the first person to get the correct answer at the end. But remember, you get a point every time you get a correct answer. So you can earn your points all the way up and win the prizes, which will be code cards. And now, if, for example, you have used all your Scarlet and Violet code cards in Pokemon TCG Live, just to let me know and we'll figure out something. We'll talk about it or whatever. But yeah, super excited to have the Pokemon question of the day back. I hope you guys are too. Remember, leave your answer in the comment section down below. And let's go get to the deck list. Welcome everybody to the new deck list screen. Ta-da! It is still a work in progress, so all we have is my logo over here. We got the cards on this side. Hopefully it provides a little bit of a better view than what Pokemon TCG Live has, but if you like the old way, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below and I can just switch right back onto that one. But if you enjoy this one, this side will be updated a little bit with other things. I'm not sure what yet, but if you have ideas, put that in the comment section down below as well. Anyways, let's get into the deck list. We have the Dialga VStar here with Metal Blast for 1 energy, does 40 damage, but it does 40 damage for each metal energy you have attached, which is really good. Pairs well with the Star Chronos VStar Power attack. For 5 energies, we do 220 damage, and we get to take an extra turn. Doesn't matter if we KO anything, we get to take an extra turn, but ideally we want to KO stuff. So, how does the rest of this deck work out? Well, we have a Miraidon EX in here to help us go ahead and accelerate the little Magnemites down onto the bench so that we can go ahead and evolve with a Rare Candy into our Magnezone here. Because Magnezone lets us look at the top 6 cards of our deck and put any metal energies we find there onto our Pokemon in any way we like. Because of this, we can accelerate into Dialga VStar very rapidly. We also have the likes of Radiant Greninja to help us draw some cards. We also have the likes of Rotom V with the instant charge ability to also help us draw some cards in early turns, which can be really crucial. Another important card in the deck is, of course, the Rare Candy so that we can evolve into our Magnezone, and the supporter Adaman, which we have to discard 2 metal energies to use the supporter, but we get to search for 2 cards in our deck. Any 2 cards, put them into our hand, which is really good. Helps us get those Magnezones out so that we can get our attack off. We also have 2 copies of Irida, which does a similar thing to Adaman. We get to search out for Radiant Greninja or Lumineon, a water Pokemon specifically, and an item card, usually going to be those Rare Candies. We also have 2 copies of Boss's Orders because we want to get a KO with Star Chronos, so that the following turn we can hit with Metal Blast, which is a little bit harder of damage output, so that we can get 2 KOs in 2 turns, which is very, very important. And we are playing 21 copies of Metal Energy here because we need to hit those energies with the Magnezone, which also makes it very interesting for some opening hands where you can just have a handful of 1 basic and an energy. Not going to say it's happened to me, but it might. So anyways, that's those. We have 3 Ultra Balls, 1 Energy Recycler because we need to get those energy backs, 1 Heavy Ball because just in case Miraidon's prized, we can get it out right away, or Radiant Greninja. Some of the important Pokemon, we have 4 copies of Nest Ball, And that is pretty much the deck. It will be in the deck list, the deck list will be in the description down below. And while you're down there, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Helps support the channel. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. And once we get there, we'll be on the road to 400 and just keep on going and going. So thank you everybody for your continued support. And leave a comment if you like this. Let me know. I would enjoy your feedback. I always want to find a way to improve my videos. So yeah, it'd be much appreciated. And let's go see this deck in action. Whimsicott. Oh man, is Whimsicott making a comeback? I don't even know. What for? Isn't it special energies? Anyways, hopefully we top deck Miraidon. Perfect. We will take that for sure. Miraidon, get Magnemites. You know what? I'm going to get Magnemites and a Rotom. Simply because I need to draw some cards here. So we'll attach an energy to Dialga. And we can instant charge here. Hopefully we draw into some good stuff. Nest Ball, the other Magnemite's good. Nest Ball can get me Greninja. Ooh, Crushing Hammer. We don't mind Crushing Hammers too much. We attach energy too fast anyways. There's a Tails. We might be able to get a KO next turn. Oh, we get judged. I had Rare Candy Magnezone, bro. That's painful. Squilvit, Cotton Guard. It's going to do 70 damage to us. Do I want to retreat? Oh no, they're going to be able to get V-Star. Oh, they can two-shot me. 6 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Oh, I think I want to retreat. Gonna go up with Miraidon, retreat there. Tandem unit, get out another Magnemite. And then attach. Our opponent has an empty hand, so we have something to work with. We can instant charge. Rare Candy, Adaman is good. Okay. Greninja is good too. We can add them in for some stuff. Get out a Klefki, that's all they have. They're just going to hit into Miraidon. We might be able to come back and hit with Dialga and for a KO because you are weak to metal. Or you could just use your V-Star power. Dang it! Or they could just use their V-Star power. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. Nope, not that. We want a Dialga V and a Magnezone because we have rare candies in our hand. I did not see that one coming, but you know, of course. Alright, if we hit 3 energies, we can KO here. So we'll save the energy in hand for now. We only hit 1, of course. Why would I expect to hit more? Do I just want to instant charge? Save the bench spot? No, we want to draw cards. I might draw another energy here, that's okay. Don't to draw Irida, which is fine, and then we can instant charge. Another rare candy Adaman. So Irida can get me an Ultra Ball, which gets me the other Magnezone, and then we should be fine from there. Our setup was a little wonky, but we should be fine from there. We've got 5 energy in the discard, so Energy Recycler is also a good option. Opponent is selecting attached cards. Are they retreating? Okay. Now they're forcing me to have a boss, I suppose. Ultra Ball, sure. Bidoofer. Whimsicott is okay, it's just not... We don't have... Oh, there's the boss. But let's see what we get off of Giga Magnet. 3 energies, that's enough. 1, 2, 3. We actually can just take the KO here. Can boss the Whimsicott, it is weak. And all we have to do is Temporal Rupture, and our opponent concedes there. We'll take the dub, and we'll move on to the next one. Alright, going up against Law Zone. They have a Crown start. We have a Magnemite start. What do I do here? I think we Nest Ball for a Miraidon. And get Magnemite plus Rotom down. And then we can Ultra Ball for a Dialga. Which I think is the best here. We can Ultra Ball away the Boss Energy. Grab Dialga. Which is good. That way we can attach an energy. And then we got Instant Charge to fill our hand back up a little bit. Possibly get into a Magnezone because we have Rare Candy in our hand. We do get into V-Star, which is good. Heavy Ball and Nest Ball aren't that great. We can use those as Ultra Ball fodder, so I won't do anything. Or we can just use them as Serena as well. We know that Greninja's in the deck. And I think every other Pokemon that I care about's in the deck that we saw from Nest Ball and Ultra Ball. So it doesn't help too much. They do have Radiant Greninja, so we need to evolve our Magnemites relatively quickly. And be able to just outpace this deck. That's the goal. We need to outpace the Lost Zone deck. I did get rid of a boss, which kind of hurts me a little bit. I am going to have to use Serena, which also might hurt if they're playing Giratina, because we won't be able to boss the things that we want. But if I get an energy, I should be able to start attacking next turn. If they're able to KO our Magnemite this turn as well, they need to get 2 Comfies. There goes a Mirage Gate and a Water Energy. That's actually kind of good. That's like 1 less attack Greninja can do. Metal Energy for Cram. Heavy Ball might get them another Comfey. Gets them another Cram, okay. So far 1 Comfy, 2 cards in the Lost Zone. This will give them 3. If they don't have another Comfy, we are set for next turn, I think. And we can KO this Comfy. Which is good. That gives us a prize lead. I think we're looking okay. Dialga does have a good Lost Zone matchup. They do get another Comfy. Oh man. But they did waste the retreat, so they have to have a switching card, Escape Rope or something, to go into the next Comfy and then into the Cramorant. Pretty easy flower selecting there to get rid of the Comfy. There's the switching cart. Next Comfy is up. Do they have another way to switch? Ooh, we saw a Sableye go away. That's good for us, an Escape Rope. Actually fine giving you a Magnemite. You can have Magnemite. You can have the single prize. Okay. There we go. They selected their prize. Alright, Dialga, here we go. Nest Ball. Okay. Let's go into V-Star here. We can play Nest Ball. That'll grab Greninja. We can play another Nest Ball, get a second Dialga down, because 2 attackers is always good. And we can Serena now, discard the Heavy Ball, hopefully draw into Magnezone. We do, kind of. Conceal cards. More energy. Which is fine, we'll discard these 2 energies, go get Magnezone. And we can now evolve our V-Star. I mean, now we can evolve our Magnemite into Magnezone. Use Giga Magnet. See if we can get some good amount of energy. 2 is fine. 40, 80, 120 is enough. Can attach to the bench. Hold the energy in the hand. Metal Blast for 120. Take the KO. Saving enough to start Chronos later. Take a prize. Number 6, another basic energy we can attach to active and move on from there. Alright, so at some point we can start Chronos to take at least 2 prizes. We have a boss's orders in hand, which means if they do play Giratina, we are definitely going to try to start Chronos that the turn they play it. So Giga Magnet will come first unless I get like a ball search card or something to get something off the deck. They play their second Cramorant, which is fine. Got a Conceal Cards Metal Energy. Who plays Metal? Kudra? They play Goodra, that's good. If they play any V, we want them so we can boss that stuff out of here. Snorlax, Beach Court. Surprised they got rid of Beach Court. Maybe they had 2 of them. There is the other Beach Court. Okay. Makes sense. And Flower Select. Ooh, what'd they get rid of? Zapdos V. So they do play Vs. Zamazenta, okay. Zamazenta hits for 220, not quite enough to KO our Dialga. They already used Chorus's Experiment. Good thing we're powering up the other Dialga on the bench. We're hitting for 120. We need to be able to hit for 160, which is possible. And they need a Metal Energy in hand plus a switch card to attack with Zamazenta or another Mirage Gate. Didn't they already retreat? Or did they use... Hold on now. How did they retreat twice? Switching card and escape rope were used last turn. Do Lost Zone players know of a bug that I do not? Giga Magnet gets us 1 more energy, fine. Should I boss the Zamazenta? I think so, right? I think it's correct to boss Zamazenta here. Even though I can't KO. Oh no, I do KO it. 130. I was like, oh no, I'm only hitting 130. It does the math for you, so it already does the damage reduction. We were hitting 160. Take prize card number 3. Another energy. That's what we can expect out of our prizes, a bunch of energies. So I'm really confused. I thought our opponent had already retreated. How did they do it with... Because they used both Comfies. Or did they only use 1? Ooh. Zamazenta, energy back. Play 2 Chorus Experiments, so that's 4 in the Lost Zone. 3 Comfies, so maybe they did only do 1 Comfy. I thought they did 2, but they would have had an even number of cards in the Lost Zone if they did. So now they just have to have a Metal Energy in deck. They can get a KO this turn with Mirage Gate. We have 170 HP left. We can Ultra Ball for our V-Star. And possibly do Star Chronos this coming turn. We know they have Metal Energy in hand. Flower Select is fine. They'll take 2 prizes, go down to 3 remaining. We can have a 2 prize turn if we can hit off of our Magnezone for once. So we'll see what happens. They lose a Battle VIP pass there. Sableye coming down. We're not too worried about Sableye just yet. They still have to KO another V Pokemon and a basic. Or a single prize Pokemon, not a basic. There's Zamazenta with the Retaliate. Alright. Taking out our V-Star, they go down to 3 prizes remaining. And we can hopefully Star Chronos this turn. Another energy's not great to see. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away this and an energy. Grab a V-Star. And we can Giga Magnet. We've been getting 1 energy every single time. Oh my goodness, Giga Magnet is not doing us any favors. We'll attach an energy, conceal cards this energy away. Here it does good. That gets us the Energy Recycler for next turn and a Lumineon. How many energies are in the discard? 10? Let's play the Irida now. Grab Lumineon, Energy Recycler. What's left? Okay. Play that. Put energy back in. And we will Metal Blast. Take the KO here. We didn't have to do Star Chronos this turn, which is fine. But we are going to have to find a way to attack with Magnezone, I think. Magnezone is going to have to attack and it's going to have to take a KO on something. So keep that in mind. They're at 8 cards in the Lost Zone, so 2 Comfies gets them to 10, which activates Sableye, I believe. Yeah, Sableye needs 10. Does Sableye 2-shot Dialga? I don't think so. But Sableye Zamazenta 2-shots Dialga. Energy Recycler from our opponent. Hey, we just played that card. And I grabbed a Lumineon even though we've already used both bosses. Serena's down. Doesn't look like our opponent plays any V-type Pokemon, so it's okay. It'd be nice to target things. I did target the Zamazenta, but it didn't even play very well. There's a Flower selecting. I'm sure they have basically everything they need to get some type of attack off. Our opponent can put 12 damage counters. So 10 and 2. They can put 2... How much do they need on Dialga to... They need 6 on Dialga for... So 6 and 4 onto Magnezone. I'm trying to think if they could pull this off. I don't think keep putting Water Energy with Greninja away. They need 3 prizes, so they need to KO Rotom and Greninja. Raihan puts... Oh, they are going for Greninja. Okay. 90 on Rotom puts it at 100. Sableye can KO. 90 on Dialga puts it at 190, so not quite a KO for Sableye. But 90 on Greninja puts it down to 20, which is perfect math for Sableye. Let's see if they realize this. Maybe I should have grabbed Manaphy. Let's see if they go Rotom Greninja. If they go Rotom Greninja, I believe we'll have game with Sableye, even though I do start Chronos this turn. We have no way to disrupt their hand, so not looking that good for us. Who are they going to go for? If they don't go for Rotom Greninja, they might have misplayed there. That's the way they win. Let's see what they do here. That turn, that Magnemite knockout on Cramorant came to bite us in the butt, but I think if Cramorant hit the other Vs, it would have also hurt. Where are they putting... Oh, they go for Dialga. Okay. And who else? It's good for us. If they went Rotom, they could have won with Sableye. If they went Rotom Greninja, they could have won with Sableye. It's perfect math. So Dialga now has 190 HP, which Sableye cannot hit. Alright, Giga Magnet. Let's get some energies. Cool. We can attach that, and then we can start Chronos, take the KO, and get another turn. Take a prize. Really wish I had a boss. Our opponent's probably just going to give us a Comfy, which is fine. We'll go down to 1 prize remaining, and I don't think our opponent has a way to win since they didn't go for Radiant Greninja. But we cannot knock out a Zamazenta with Magnezone. So we have to keep that in mind. Conceal cards. Rare Candy. Okay. Metal Blast it is, and we'll see what happens. Get a prize. Basic energy. Oh, brother, this is going to be tricky. If they come back in with Zamazenta, we're screwed. Let me see your discard. They have one Zam, so they have another Zam. How many Mirage Gates do you have? They have one Mirage Gate unless it's in the Lost Zone. No, they're out of Mirage Gates. Okay, so that means Zamazenta can't attack right away. Which is good. Which is really good. We got lucky. This Lost Zone player did not see the win with Radiant Greninja Rotom with Sableye. Well, take this as a learning experience. You can KO Rotom and Greninja with a Greninja attack plus Sableye. I think the numbers work out just fine. Oh no, it doesn't, does it? 130 minus 90 is 40. Oh, so I was wrong. See, my math is so bad. So I had nothing to worry about. So it's good that they didn't go after Radiant Greninja. I had nothing to worry about. And the problem here is, though, they're going to knock out the Dialga VStar. And they're going to concede because they need to have an answer to it. We'll take the win versus Lost Box. That was close. We should have kept that other Dialga V as backup, though. Alright, folks, there you have it. You saw Dialga beat up on some weird Whimsicott deck, and we also won against another deck that... Why is it blanking my head? I don't know, but we beat him, and, you know, try this deck out for yourself. I hope you enjoyed it. It will be in the description down below, and don't forget this deck is a little bit finicky, so don't be surprised if you end up with, like, 7 energies in your opening hand, because you play a lot of energies. But, yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.